Players can have the audition round. The audition round is for making players familiar with the sounds from the electronic device and the corresponding motifs and whose places on the game board. Now all the players can take turns and press the magic button. Listen the sounds of the dragon from A to B and try to identify the sounds and find where the corresponding motifs. For instance, if players hear the seagulls, the thief might be around the sea. Now players can guess the thief is around the stream. Then the thief might be the fields where players can see the birds on trees. Let's see how to play the cooperative beginner's game. Place the game board on the middle of the table and sit in a semicircle in front of it. Choose one figure and place the figure on any field of the board. All the players play together with this one figure. Aim of the round is to combine the sounds of the dragon properly and to follow the thief's trace. On your turn, press the magic button. Listen to the noise for 10 seconds and look at the glowing lamp on the dice. This lamp shows how many fields you must move. You need to move the figure from field to field. If you get the dragon on the display, you can move your figure any field you want. The glowing lamp is flashing on the dragon and you heard the noise from the market. So the figure can be moved to one of the places where you can see the markets. There are some rules for your movement on the game board. Moving diagonal or moving back and forth is not allowed. If you got 4 spots, you can move in a circle like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can step on each field no matter where it is. It is possible to place several figures on one field. If you get the dragon on the display, you can move your figure any field you want. Then play moves to the next person. The thief might be in the construction site and you got 3 spots on the device, so the figure should be moved by 3 fields. 1, 2, 3. You can hear children are playing and you should move by 3 fields so the figure can be moved like 1, 2, 3. dog is barking and player got 3 spots, so the figure can be moved like 1, 2, 3. If you listen to the sound of witch, it means that witch is helping the thief to escape and picks him up on her broomstick. If you listen the witch's sound once, the thief has moved to the witch's field next to the field where he was, like here. But if you listen it twice, the thief is one of the other witch's fields, here or here. And if you listen 3 times, he is again to another witch's field. The witch never flies back to the field where she started. So the thief might be here or here. But the player got only 3 spots, then the figure can be moved 1, 2, 3. The thief has been moved again, and the player got dragon, so the figure can be moved to one of the places where witch is. Every time when you listen to the noise, you have to combine the heard sound with the picture on the game board, and you have to know that the thief is always moving by one field. At this time, you can hear the sound of frog, and the thief was the place where the hands were, so the place might be here. The thief is always moving by one figure. So the thief could be here or the thief could be here, and the player got one spot on the device, so the figure can be moved like this. Now you hear the sound of cow, so the thief is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The thief is moving, but you never know in which way the thief is moving. And one spot is drawn on device, so the figure can be moved like this or here. Now you hear the sound of market. It could be here, but 4 spots are drawn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The last place in which the thief is here. You can see G5, G and 5. The thief is here. When you hear a drum roll, like just before the round is over, and the display lets you know where the thief is, and place the thief chip on this field. If the player's figure stands on the field where the thief is, it means the player catches the thief and earns the dragon coins. Let's see how to play the game for experienced players. The rules are the same as in the game for beginners, with following differences. Each player plays his own figure. The sounds are automatically played in turn, so you need to hurry up at dicing and moving your figure. Like this, before pressing the magic button, the sound is automatically played. So every player should concentrate the sound the dragon makes. And on your turn, you have to press the magic button, and you need to know how many spaces you can move on the game board. Play several rounds, and the first player who collects 5 dragon coins wins the game. Let's see how to play the game for professionals. The rules are the same as the game for experienced players, with following differences. Each player plays a hidden identity. This means each player only knows the color of his own figure, but not the color of the other player's figures. Before starting the game, each player can have 1 chip each, so the players know his own game figure, but not the others. All players can play with every figure. You only have 5 seconds to hear the sounds. This is just half the time than in the other variations. To play the game, set all 5 figures joined on a random field, regardless how many players play. On your turn, play the dice by pressing the magic button and move any of the 5 figures on the game board. When the drum roll is heard, the round is over. The display shows where the thief is. Place the thief chip on the field. The player of the figure which is in the same field as the thief wins the dragon coin. Play several rounds, and the first player who collects 5 dragon coins wins the game.